recording. Okay, good. All right. So the reason why I would like us to start laying down with our breath today, so welcome, welcome, day before Thanksgiving, is that I would like us to go a little bit deeper with our diaphragmatic breath. So before you get uber comfortable, please make sure that you've got props handy. So for example, you might need your strap. I can't guarantee it, but you might need your strap. And you might need your blocks. So make sure that those are handy dandy. And as we come into our posture, I want you to see if you can keep knees bent, feet on the floor. And we're going to break our breath into the three parts before we connect it into our deep diaphragmatic breath. So everybody nice and comfortable. Okay, beautiful. Good. Everybody looks great. So we're going to begin, and the first few cycles of breath, let your eyes close, let your hands come to rest over the low belly. Let your feet be about hip distance apart, making sure that everything feels good. And I want you just to take your first few cycles of breath and just allow your body to breathe you so that you can connect into the sensations that your body is giving you. So just take a moment to notice if there's areas of your body that feel really good and really comfortable. And then also take a moment to observe if there are areas of your body that are feeling just a little bit grumpy. And once you've connected into those areas without judgment, just take a moment, because every day is different. Just take a moment to observe how everything's feeling. What I'd like you to do is then, with your hands over the low belly, is just begin by taking that deep inhale and just fill the low belly. Don't worry about any other part of the body, just fill the low belly. And then when you're ready, exhale, allow that low belly to fall back in. And at the end, just gently squeeze up to finish releasing the air. And then again, deep inhale. Fill the low belly. And then exhale, allow it to release. And then for the next two, what I invite you to do is, let's go ahead and at the end of the inhale, just pause for say 2 counts. So again, deep inhale, fill the low belly. Pause for 1, 2, and then exhale. And then one more time. Top of the inhale, pause for 2 counts, your count, and then exhale. On this next breath, we're going to focus on the middle part. Okay, so this is the area from where at the front, the ribs join and meet the sternum. Down to just above, so just above that, all the way down to just above your belly button. And now let your hands rest over the solar plexus. And when you're ready, and this is the only area that you're going to inflate, slow, steady inhale through the nose. And then exhale. And again, inhale. Really focus on just finding the expansion through the center part of your trunk. And then the exhale. And now we'll do 2 more. And again, pause for 2 counts at the top in between the inhale and the exhale. And then go ahead, move your hands, bring them up to your heart or the area over your heart. So now we're going to focus on above, so about the center of the rib cage, all the way up to just below the collarbone. And again, we're going to fill just this portion. So we're going to breathe high. So when you're ready, slow, steady, inhale through the nose, breathing high. Exhale, release the high. And again, deep inhale. Really filling this upper portion of the ribs and the lungs. Exhale. And now let's go ahead and we'll do 2 with a pause at the top. So again, slow, steady, inhale through the nose. Pausing for 2 counts. Beautiful. Gently letting it release. And then one last time. Just behind the heart, filling the upper quadrant of the lungs. At the end of the inhale, pause for 2 counts. And then exhale. So go ahead and let everything release for a moment. You can either bring your hands back down by your sides, palms facing up, or again, let your hands rest at your low belly, whatever feels best. And just take a moment to feel the body breathe. Reflect on what you learned. Do you have a portion of your lungs where it's difficult or it was a little bit more challenging for you to find a way to breathe into that part of the lung? And if you notice that, then as we put all 3 parts together, just send a little bit more focus and a little bit more energy as we connect the 3 areas. Also notice if there was one area that felt particularly comfortable. So if it's easy for you to breathe into that area, place a little bit more focus on the other 2, knowing that the area that's easiest to breathe into will automatically happen. So again, we're going to come back into our full diaphragmatic breath, this time breathing from the bottom, the low belly, coming to the middle over the solar plexus, and then finally all the way up behind the heart. So when you're ready, slow, steady, inhale, breathe from the bottom. Bring it all the way up. And then when you're ready, exhale, release it from the top down. So releasing from behind the heart, down to the solar plexus. And then finally, down to the low belly with that gentle squeeze to help empty the air, making our entire inhale and exhale more effective and efficient. And again, inhale from the bottom, going up, and then releasing from the top, moving down. This time at the top, we're going to go ahead and include 1 more or 2 counts of pause. And we'll do this 3 times. So I'm going to allow this to be silent so that you can really connect into your breath. So when you're ready, gently begin. After your third cycle of breath, let your hands come to rest, palms facing down over your heart. I want you to really feel the resonance. This is a great way to kind of connect into that feeling of joy and gratitude. We're going to begin by singing the sound of ah, then the sound of oh, then the sound of mm. On the fourth breath, please set your intent for your practice today, what you most need and what you most desire. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale coming from the low belly. And then when you're ready, gently release your arms. Allow your knees to come high up and into your chest. Wrap your arms around gently, giving yourself that long, gentle hug. Opening into the low back. And then from here, I want you to go ahead, begin by bringing that left leg back down. Take your strap. So the right knee is still towards the belly. Place the strap around the ball of the foot, and then when you're comfortable, gently extend that right foot. Please hold on to the strap with the right hand. As long as your body says yes, you can slide that left leg down. If that's too much for your low back, just keep a gentle bend into that left leg. So we're going to move into Supta Pada Gustasana, or reclining hand to toe pose. So I want this to be very mindful. So we're going to make sure that we're activating through body bits. So the first thing I want you to do with the leg up is I want you to squeeze into your glutes and gently flex just a little bit into that foot. As you squeeze into your glutes, gently, slowly let the leg open out to that right side. Now you've got your left hand on top of that left hip. So as soon as you start feeling that left hip lift off the floor, you're going to pause. So this has nothing to do with how wide you can go. This is all about how active you can make your body. From here, now you're not only going to squeeze your glutes, I want you to also to activate through your adductor muscles. These are your inner thigh muscles. So you're not doing anything with your hands. We want you to activate through the legs. So I want you to squeeze those adductor muscles as you squeeze the glutes to gently bring the leg back up. If your body starts to shake, that's awesome. You're now going to switch hands. I want you to take your left hand and wrap that around the strap that's holding your foot. Right arm is going to come out into approximately T formation. Palm down or palm up, whichever is most comfortable for you. This next part, you're going to begin by squeezing the glute again, and I want you to see how much of the back of the pelvis you can keep on the mat. So you're just very gently beginning to bring that right leg a little bit towards the left. When you get to a place where you can feel a good connection in through the lateral side of the right leg and then also into the glutes, pause. Again, this is not a big movement, you guys. We're waking ourselves up gently. Squeeze a little bit into the glute, that right glute. Working it as an isometric stretch, just a little bit. And then and only then, if your body says yes, you can take this into a twist. So to take this into a twist, you're now going to allow that right side of the pelvis to lift up and off as you continue to allow that right leg to come over towards the left. You're going to do this slowly, mindfully. I have a backboard here, so I have to bend my knee just a little bit. If you don't have to bend your knee, keep the leg extended, moving gently into that gentle twist over to the left. Breathe here. And really see if you can focus all of your breath into that left lung and left rib cage, or excuse me, right lung and right rib cage. And one more full diaphragmatic breath. Right lung, right rib cage. When you get ready for the next breath, I want you to squeeze into that right glute. Bring that right leg all the way back up. This time, both hands are on the strap once you get all the way back up so that the sole of the foot is to the ceiling. What I want you to do here is you're going to hold on with the straps. I want you to squeeze one more time into that right glute. And I want you to try to lead with the heel and lower that right leg towards the floor. Your hands in the strap will resist that movement, so there's no movement of the leg, but you are firing and wiring the neuromuscular junctions of the muscle and reconnecting to the brain. So squeeze and then let it relax. Now gently draw the leg up a little bit closer to you. This might only move just a millimeter or two. 1/8 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. Breathe. One more time, I want you to squeeze into the glute. Gently work to lower the leg without movement. So again, all we're doing is just finding that resistance. Breathe. Full diaphragmatic breath here, and then let it relax. Release the strap. Release the leg. I want you to gently bring the knee out to the side just a little bit and then draw. Fingers are interlaced either behind the knee or just below the kneecap. Find that opening. Breathe. And then gently allow it to release and relax. As long as your body says yes, you can extend that leg all the way down to the mat. If that's too much for your low back, please keep the knees bent. Pause here, take a full diaphragmatic breath. Begin by coming up from the belly all the way up to behind the heart on the inhale, and then with the exhale, gently allow it to release and relax, coming from the top, moving back down. When you're ready, gently bring that left leg up. Strap goes around the ball of the foot. Lengthen the leg up. And just take a moment before you make any movement and notice if there's a difference between the left leg and the right leg. So if you need to bend a little bit more into that left knee, if you need to lower that leg a little bit, please do whatever feels best for you. Getting ready to squeeze into that left glute. Very gently open that left leg towards the left, out towards the side. And again, we're doing the same thing on this side. This is not about how deep you can go. This is very much about how focused and mindful you can be with your movements. Again, on this side, your right hand is on top of the right hip. As soon as that right hip starts to lift, that tells you this is where you stop. To bring your leg up, not only will you have some gentle squeeze through the glute, but I also want you to activate into those inner thigh muscles and pull. You're not pulling with your hand. You are using the muscles of the legs to bring that leg back up. Breathe. When the leg comes all the way back up to 90 degrees, I want you to change. Right hand is going to hold on to the strap. Left hand is going to come out into T formation. This time, this is a small movement. I want you to keep as much of the pelvis on the mat as possible. You're very gently, very slowly bringing that left leg a little bit over to the right. Checking in. When you find that right space, breathe. If you want to play with this a little bit here, you can squeeze a little bit more into that left glute while still feeling the leg reach for the right. Breathe, soften. If your body begins to shake a little bit with the isometrics, that's fine. Now, if your body says yes, you can take this into a twist. You're going to feel that left side of the pelvis lift. The leg is going to continue to reach a little bit to the right. When you've gone as far as your body is comfortable going, everybody looks wonderful. I want you to focus your breath into that left lung and left rib cage. So 2 full cycles of diaphragmatic breath right here. Once you've done that, again, you're going to squeeze into that left glute and bring that leg all the way back up. Gently release the strap, bend into the knee. If possible, I want you to bring the knee out to the side a little bit. Hands are going to interlace in either underneath the knee or just below the kneecap. Squeeze. And then very gently, very slowly release the leg. Let the arms come out by the side and connect into how the pelvis feels, how the back feels, how the legs feel. Okay. And gently draw the knees in, bring them back up and into your chest. Gently roll over onto whichever side feels best. Come up. And let's go ahead and grab cushions because we're going to sit a moment. And we're going to open a little bit more into our lateral bodies. Okay. So in addition to your cushion, I want you to make sure that you have your blocks. So this may take just a little bit of fidget. So get yourself comfortable on your seat. Let your legs come, remember legs can either come out straight or they can cross, so please do what feels best for you. What we're going to do is we're working a little bit more laterally today, just to help with flexibility. This is the part of the body that doesn't get used as much. So what we're going to do is you've got your blocks that are by you. How you place them is dependent on how flexible you feel this morning. So I tested this out before we started. So I know that I'm going to need one block that's tall, and then I'm going to place one block on top of it that's short. Okay, so that's over on my right side. Okay, so you want the blocks over on your right side. Got it? Everybody got that? Okay. So from here, now what I have is I have a very comfortable place that I can bend my right forearm and just kind of drape it over. Looking very comfy. Beautiful. All right, as long as that feels good, what you're going to do next is I want you to take your left arm and bring it back behind your head. So before we do anything, I want you to squeeze that left shoulder blade, the inner edge, and I want you to see if you can squeeze that and bring that shoulder blade a little bit closer to the rib cage. You may feel this in your armpit, that's fine. Breathe. And then let everything begin to relax. Okay, if this is an uncomfortable position for you, what I want you to do is release that arm and then just gently bring it back behind, okay? So please move with what feels best. So this first part, we're just going to kind of relax into it, allowing the body to soften, allowing this entire left lateral side to begin to open. You're still very well grounded through your sits bones. Gaze is 3 to 4 feet in front. Breathe. If as your body starts to open into this and you'd like to come down a little bit, realign your blocks. There you go. And let your body soften in a little bit more. Okay. Now, this next part, we're going to change this and make this a little bit isometric. So what you're going to do is on this left side, I want you to feel this left side really engage and move away, even as the head and neck are sinking a little bit more to the right. Okay, so the left side is moving out to the left. Squeeze. You're probably going to feel the squeeze along the right side of your body. Breathe. So you're just focusing on activating and hopefully feeling like you're moving a little bit in 2 directions at once. Breathe. And then let that relax. Bring yourself back up for a moment. Release, roll those shoulders. Take one of your blocks Bring it in front, place your hands on it, and then just very gently fold forward. You can bring your forearms down too. And all we're doing right here is just giving our bodies a pause. Feeling a little bit of relaxation. Letting everything relax. We're just going to be here for about another 5 more seconds. So this is just a 30-second break. Letting everything soften. Beautiful. Good. Gently, slowly walk the hands back on the block. Now, we're going to do the same thing over on the left side. So again, get everything set up on the left side so that it's nice and comfy. Okay. Bring that forearm on top of the blocks. Make sure that it's nice and comfortable, right? This feels pretty good. We're good. Who thought that opening into the lateral side could be so easy, right? Take the right side. Bring that up behind your head. And before we do anything more, I want you to take that inner edge of your shoulder blade, this side that's closest to the spine, and I want you to squeeze that towards the spine. So just feel that inner side. Just squeeze. Again, you may feel this through your armpit. If at any time this becomes uncomfortable, you're going to release that hand behind and just bring it down low, okay? So please pay attention to what your shoulders are telling you feels good this morning. And breathe. Let your body soften into this. As you soften into this, if you need to readjust your blocks, please feel free to readjust the blocks. Taking one more full cycle of breath. And now what we're going to do is we're going to change this into more of an isometric movement. So I want you to squeeze a little bit through that left side as you take this right side, and I want you to feel the right side move up and away. So the upper part of your body may move a little bit more towards the left as you're leading with your elbow, that right elbow up and away, and squeezing into that left side just a little bit. And breathe. If your body starts shaking on this side, that's fine. Shaking is always good. We're just trying to wake things up and get things reconnected. And we're going to be here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let that relax. Gently, slowly bring the head up, torso up. We'll roll those shoulder blades. Roll the head and neck. Again, take that upper block. And this time, see if your body says, no, I've got a little bit more. I can move in a little bit deeper. So this is completely as to what your body is telling you it's comfortable with. And again, just 30 seconds of complete softening, relaxation. Beautiful. Goodness, y'all, everybody, look at you go. Everybody looks great. That's fabulous. Really nice. Good. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gently, slowly, hands to the block. Release it, bring it back. Okay. So we're going to now take those 2 movements that we just did and we're going to put them together. So you're taking your blocks, you're bringing them back over to the right side. And we're going to move this into a little bit of a twist and an arc. So please move slowly. Please make sure that your body says yes. as we move into the side body. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with the right hand on top of the blocks. You're going to take your left hand, bring it up. As you exhale, gently, slowly twist. If you notice that your body is automatically making the adjustment where that left hip wants to come forward and the right hip wants to come back, please allow that movement. Gently bring it down. So here we have the twist. Okay. Now, if your body says yes, you're going to pay very close attention to this left lower back. So we're coming from the lateral and now we're moving towards the spine. What you're going to do is gently, slowly roll your hands towards the block. So you're rolling over as you're twisting. Does everybody get that? Beautiful. Look at you go. All right. Please stay very focused on how this feels through the left lateral side and into that left back. Breathe. Feel your body surrender here. Feel it soften. Notice if your shoulders are wanting to rest at your ears, and see if you can connect either by squeezing lightly the inner edges of the shoulder blades together, or by feeling the lower part of the shoulder blade gently draw down towards the waist. Now, as you're here, you might be able to kind of slip in a little bit deeper. Make sure that you are being very mindful. One more cycle of breath. One more full inhale coming from the belly. One more full exhale coming from the belly. And then very gently, very slowly, inhale up. Oh, gentle unwind. Woo. Untwist. Realign the pelvis. Let your arms come out, palms facing out. Take both inner edges of the shoulder blades and squeeze. Let this open you into the front by squeezing through the back. Breathe. If it feels appropriate, you can bend into the elbows, making your hands a W. Breathe. Feel those lower parts of the shoulder blade begin to slide down. And let that relax. Woo. Okay. How are we doing, you guys? Feel good? All right. Left side. Get your blocks all stacked up. When you're ready, left hand goes on top of the block. Right hand comes up. Gently, and remember, as you make your twist, your right hip may want to yield forward as your left one wants to recede back. Allow that to happen. So deep inhale, exhale, gently twist. Torso is upright, so this is the first part. This is the twist. When you're ready, if your body says yes, gently, slowly hinge through the torso, bringing your torso towards the blocks. Breathe. If you need to, you can rearrange your blocks. Slow, gentle breath. It's very important to be very gentle here because we're combining, goodness, where is my language this morning? We're bringing together two different movements, twist and fold. So breathe gently, slowly. Again, notice on the side if the shoulders are wanting to rest at the ears. If they are, see if you can begin to connect into the back, so the shoulder blades begin to gently draw them together. You can also play with the idea of taking the lower parts of the shoulder blades and drawing them down. So you're not pushing, you are only pulling. Breathe. And then very gently, very slowly, unwind. So walk your hands back. So come up, torso upright, then unwind. Beautiful. Kind of connect in. One more time. Arms come out. Take a moment, squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades together. Oh, really find that connection. If your body says yes, you can bend into the elbows, making a W, and feel those shoulder blades draw down. Beautiful. Good. Nice. Release that. Okay. Last part before we move to standing, we're going to put all of this together. So there really was a method to everything. Here we go. Starting from the very beginning. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. As long as your knees say yes, you're still up on top of your zafu. You're going to take this left leg, and I want you to bring it back. Right leg stays exactly where it is. Okay, beautiful. Good. You're going to take your right hand, and you've got this point between your hip and your knee. Bring it out so that it forms the lead of the triangle, the top point of the triangle. You're going to take your left hand and sweep it as you inhale across and up, and then open deeply. The entire side body. Beautiful. Look at you guys go. Really breathe into that left side. Exhale, sweep it down. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale, big movement all the way back up. Breathe. Exhale, bring it back down. And one more time. Inhale up. Lifting up and off your cushion. Opening the entire left side of the body. Beautiful. Beautiful, you guys. Gently, slowly bring it back down. Okay, now we're going to change sides. So, right leg now goes behind. Make sure that this is comfortable for the knee. Left leg comes across. So readjust as your body feels comfortable. Same thing on this side. You've got the point from your hip, point from your knee. Left hand now comes out and forms the point of the triangle. Okay, right leg, or right arm, sorry. Deep inhale, you're going to sweep across, lift off your cushion, and open completely into that right side. Beautiful. Everybody looks fabulous. Exhale, gently, slowly lower down. Let's do it again. Deep inhale. Open. Breathe. Exhale, bring it back down. And then one more time. Deep inhale. And exhale. Bring it back down. Very nice. Woo! Okay. How are we feeling? Good? Gently, slowly. Right leg comes up. Left leg comes up. Now we get to come up. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right. Grab your chairs. I'm going to change the camera. All righty. Here we go. So chairs come to the seat is towards you. Okay, we're going to start. With extra padding for the knees if you need it. So if you have grumpy knees, please make sure that you are honoring them. Okay? So you want to make sure that you have enough space so that you can step the leg in between. You've got your chair right here in case you need it. Okay? Are we good? Everybody good? All right, looks like everybody's good. Okay, awesome sauce. All right, so the first thing is, all we're gonna do is hinge through the knees, fingers to the seat, and then walk forward. What I want you to do is, because you've got the arms of the chair, I want you to take those shoulder blades. So we're gently hinged forward. Good, everybody looks great. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on drawing the shoulder blades around and forward. Oh, breathe. Once you feel the energy of around and forward, so what happens is that I have got the palms on the seat of my chair, and I'm actually trying to press my arms away from each other, and then take, once I've got that movement, take the upper arms and pull together. So this is a two-part movement. Breathe, and then let it relax. Walk the hands back. Roll those shoulders out. So again, this is a Maggie pose, because Maggie was asking about, yes, Maggie was asking about serratus anterior. So these are really big muscles that act as a lot of stabilizing. So this is a great way to find them easily, okay? And the part I'm talking about is it's underneath your shoulder blade, and it's underneath your armpit, and it rides right down along there, okay? So one more time. We've got knees on the pad, so everything is nice and soft. We're hinging from the hip as we exhale. So we have our core extended in. That feels really yummy. Hands come to the seat of the chair, and then you just kind of slide forward. So my fingertips are kind of just dangling off the chair. So what I'm doing now is I have, and it's a little hard to tell because it's cold in here, so I have two layers on, is that you've got your armpits and, you have the crease of your elbow, right? That's what I'm talking about. So from the crease of the elbow, instead of having the creases lift up towards the ceiling, I want you to feel them actually rotate towards each other. There you go. Notice if that little adjustment helps. See if on this time you can find the lower end of the shoulder blade and actually draw it down towards your belly. And as you do that, you may find that you actually pull yourself a little bit closer to the chair, which is great. So we're doing something slightly different this time. Squeeze gently into the glutes to maintain strong low back. And very gently keep feeling, so you're taking those lower edges of the shoulder blades and you're still pulling towards the waist, which is pulling your face a little bit more over the chair. And then let that relax. Breathe, let your body release, come back up, roll the shoulders. Woof. Okay, how are we doing, you guys? These are small movements, but they are really powerful. Is everybody doing okay? No tension in the neck. You guys, if you have tension in your neck, it means that you're using your upper trapezius muscles. Those should not be working. It should be everything down here. Okay, got it? Does that feel okay? Yes? No? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay. See, this is my method of feeling gratitude. That if we push a little bit hard today in yoga, you guys are going to be so happy when you're done. You will be grateful the entire rest of the day, right? Yay, there we go. All right, you guys, one more time. Draw up and in through the core, hinge through the hips. Take those hands, slide them forward. Again, you can start with the crease of your elbow facing more upward. And then what I want you to do is with your palms still flat, begin to feel the crease turn towards each other. Oh, there we go. Once you feel that, I want you to, again, begin to find the retraction in between the inner edges of the shoulder blades. Squeeze those inner edges of the shoulder blades. Begin to squeeze through the glutes. Oh yeah, we're going to engage the entire line. Feel, you might feel this in your triceps, you guys. That's fine. Feel those lower parts of the shoulder blade draw down as you pull your torso towards the seat of the chair. And let that relax. If your body says yes, you can either stay here with feet long. If you'd like to try something a little bit more, curl underneath your toes. Squeeze into the glutes. And I want you to see if you can bring your knees off your blanket by 1 inch. Breathe. You're pressing down now through the arms on the seat of the chair. You're breathing strongly. You're loving this posture. And then you're bringing it back down. Come back onto the back of the feet. Let your head and neck hang so the arms are on the chair. Head and neck are coming through. Let go of everything. Let everything soften. Let everything relax. See, now when we do a downward facing dog, it's going to feel so easy. You guys are going to be like, I can stay here forever. Okay, one more time. Bringing your head and neck back up. Getting ready to press down through the forearms on the seat of the chair. If your body says yes, and only if your body says yes, you're going to curl underneath your toes. If that's too much, here's what I want you to do. I want you to instead, if that's too much for the ankles, I want you to press down through the knees because they're on the blanket so they have extra padding, and squeeze through your glutes. That's if curling underneath your toes doesn't feel good. If you're curling underneath your toes, curl underneath your toes. Then squeeze through your glutes. Press down through your forearms. Lift your knees about 1 inch up off your blanket. Breathe. And release. Bring it back down. Uncurl the toes. And then lengthen. See if you can sink, as making sure that you're taking very good care of the knees. Head and neck come in between the chair and your shoulders. And breathe. Let everything relax. Gently, slowly release that. Walk the hands back. Step forward with the left leg. Step forward with the right. Go team. Bring yourself all the way up. Are we warming up? Yes? Okay, good. All right. Now, I'm going to do this a little bit to the side. What I actually want you to do is bring your chair in front of you so that you have it as balance. I'm going to bring it over here so that you can see what we're doing. We're going to put two things together. Okay? So what we're going to do is you're going to start by bending into your left leg. And then I want you to step your right leg out so that then you can come down more. So, and you've got your hands on your chair so that you're balanced. Breathe. Now, you guys, you're going to do this only as far as your body says yes. Does that make sense? Everybody got that? Okay. So then from here, what I want you to do is you're going to straighten into that left leg, step, and balance, right? So now I'm balancing on the left leg. I've got my right foot right here, and you're going to swing it back behind you. Ah. Okay. And then you have a bend in the left and you have a bend in the right. Everybody got that? We're going to do it again. So from here, you're going to go ahead, hands are on the back of the chair for balance. Lengthen into that left leg. Step that right foot out. Point the toes away. And basically what we're doing is we're coming into a little bit of a side lunge. So you've got a lunge, flexion through this left leg, extension through the right. Everybody feel that. Okay, hands are on the back of the chair. Shift your body weight, straightening into that left leg. Bring that right leg up. Balanced here. Step the right leg behind. Good. And now we're right there. Beautiful. Good. Let it relax. Woo. Okay. From here, off the back of the chair, walk your feet back. Let your hands come forward. Take a moment here to just rest. Breathe. So we're moving into our modified downward facing dog. Deep full breath. And now we're going to move into a very gentle warrior 3. So again, I want you to start by grounding into that left leg. Lengthen that right leg back. And breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome sauce. Nice. Check in with your hips, you guys. If you have your right hip crack moving up, see if you can draw it down so that both of the front hip angles are parallel and equal. Gently, slowly lower that leg. Again, come back into gentle downward facing dog. Just letting everything relax. Okay, and now we're going to try the other side. Okay, so here we go. Here's your right leg. I want you to bend into that knee slightly. Hands are on the back of the chair. Take that left leg, bring it out, and let it be long. So all we're doing is we're moving into a side lunge. Okay, so the leg is actually out to the side. It's almost a little bit, it's like if the feet were in a slightly different position, we'd be in warrior 2. Okay, all right. So from here, I want you to straighten as best you can. Remember, I don't care how far you go down. This is always what feels good for your body. Straighten it into and shift the body weight into that right leg. Whee! Get that left leg up. Bend into the knee. Step behind the right leg. And then we have bending into both knees. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Squeeze into the glute. Right? Hands come to the back of the chair. Lengthen again into the right leg. Left leg comes up, so we've got lots of balance. Step that left leg out. And again, side lunge. Beautiful, you guys. Good. Breathe. Are you feeling this in your quadriceps yet? Yes? Okay, good. All right, one more time. I want you to lengthen into that right leg. Bring that left leg up. Bend into the left knee. Bring it behind. Gently bend into both knees. Only as much as feels good. Breathe. Beautiful, you guys. Good. One more time. Straighten into that right leg. Big step out with the left foot. Come down. and back into side lunge. Beautiful, you guys. Okay, gently, slowly, step up. Feet are now facing towards the back of the chair. Walk them out. Lengthen into gentle downward facing dog. You're being very soft here. And then from this position, as long as your body says yes, squeeze into that right glute and gently lengthen back into the left leg. And breathe. There you go, good. Sorry, too many bits and pieces. There we go, good. And bring it up. Nice, beautiful, lovely. Good. Squeeze and breathe. Gently, slowly. Bring that left leg down. Come back into a gentle downward facing dog. Release that. Okay, we're going to come back down onto our mats. Please make sure that you have your blocks handy. And one more time, I'm going to change our video. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, gently, slowly coming back. Beautiful, you guys, good. Nice. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to take you on a little bit of a crazy adventure today with a couple of new variations of posture. Very much appreciated. Okay, block, hands. If your body says yes, I want you to extend through the legs. If that's too much, then I want you to keep gentle bend into the knees. You have your block in between your hands. The bottom of the block is cupped around the palms so that you can be very light with your fingers. Gently, slowly, take a deep inhale. As you exhale, allow the arms to come up over the head. And use your entire exhale to bring the block over the head. When you're ready, inhale. Use just the strength of your arms and your shoulders. As you bring the block back up, feel the shoulders retract slightly, depress slightly, even as you're working very strongly through the biceps and the triceps. Breathe. Let's do that again. Slow, steady inhale. Exhale. You guys, and please make sure that if this does not feel good, you can always take 2 blocks, or you can do this without a block at all. Using your entire exhale. When you're ready with your inhale, I want you to feel the retraction of the shoulder blades, depression of your shoulder blades, even as you're keeping your arms long. Breathe. Good. And then let it relax. Placing the block away. Let the shoulders release, relax. Okay. Starting now with the legs high. You guys, I need to have you be very mindful of what your body is telling you. So if you know that your low back tends to get grumpy, please feel free to rock your hips from side to side and place your hands underneath your pelvis. Okay, so underneath your sacrum. That's going to give you just a little bit of extra connection. If you can do this flat, then do it flat, but it really doesn't matter. Just choose what feels best for you. So the first thing I want you to do is, as long as your body says yes, is I want you to point your toes. We're going to begin by moving clockwise. So where your toes are right now is 12 o'clock. Very gently draw to 3 o'clock. Keep breathing. Draw to 6 o'clock. Keep breathing. Draw to 9 o'clock. And then come back up, stopping at midnight. Okay. Then I want you to do it counterclockwise. So starting at midnight, you're going to come down to 9 o'clock, then down to 6, over to 3, back up to midnight. Okay. From here, as long as your body says yes, take a slow, deep inhale. As you exhale, really connect into that lower belly. Draw a straight line down. As you do this, I want you to squeeze into your glutes. This is going to make a large difference with how much you're asking of your low back. Your glutes should actually be working right here. So you're only going down as far as you can while still keeping everything grounded and strong. When you're ready, squeeze those glutes, lift those legs back up, back to your midnight. So again, we're going to draw the clock. This time, if your body says yes, allow the circle to be a little bit bigger. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, and then as you exhale, draw from 12 to 3, down to 6, over to 9, up to midnight. Then doing again, we're going to go ahead one more time. This time we're going to go counterclockwise. So go from 12, draw down to 9, down to 6, over to 3, up to midnight. And then again, squeeze the glutes. And as you squeeze your glutes, gently draw a straight line down with the toes. Remember, you're only going as far as your body says yes. When you start to hit that point where everything starts quivering and shaking, you're great. You're right there. Just keep breathing. And I don't care if that's only moving an inch. Go with what your body's telling you. Squeeze those glutes even a little bit more. Draw the legs back up. One last time. Draw the clock. Going from midnight to 3, down to 6, over to 9, up to midnight. And then reversing it. Midnight to 9, down to 6, over to 3, up to midnight. And then one last time, squeeze the glutes, draw the straight line. Again, it does not matter how long the line is. You're going slow, you're working with your body, you're letting everything shake, and then squeezing the glutes, bring the legs back up. Woo! Bend into the knees, separate the legs. Take the hands across the soles of the feet, moving yourself into Ananda Balasana. Get very heavy, allowing gravity to be the pull. If your body says yes, you can rock gently from side to side. That was beautiful, everyone. Very nicely done. We're going to make this just a little bit of isometric, making sure that everything is reconnected into the back. So I want you to squeeze through the glutes, press the soles of the feet into the hands. Nothing is moving. We are simply firing and wiring. Beautiful, you guys. Awesome sauce. Breathe. And let it relax. Okay. We're going to do very gentle, slow movement. Twist with the knees bent over towards the right. You're only going as far as is comfortable. Breathe. Gently bringing them back up. When you're ready, gently bringing the legs over towards the left. Again, only going as far as is comfortable. Gently bringing them back up. And then moving into your final space of relaxation. So whether you need bolsters, blankets, eye bags, please take what feels best for your body. Take a moment to notice how everything feels. There you go, beautiful. Nice. Good. Once you've come all the way down, one last time, what I want you to do is connect into all parts of the body. If there's any part of the body that still feels like there's any tension to it, I want you to begin to squeeze. Squeeze through the toes, squeeze through the feet, squeeze through the legs, the glutes, the core, your shoulders, the trunk, your arms, your hands, your face. Tighten it all down. Really squeeze everything. And relax. Let it soften. And in this space of softness, see if you can connect to gratitude. See if you can connect to joy. Take a moment to observe how your body feels right now versus how it felt when you first came in. Take a moment to think of one thing that you are immensely grateful for. Hold that in your heart. Take a moment to think of one thing that you have incredible joy for. Hold that in your heart. Take a moment to find one thing that you love and hold that in your heart. Let your body surrender to the mat. Let your breath release and allow your body to breathe you. Let your cells, your blood, your breath, your muscles, your bones, your tendons, your ligaments absorb everything that you have given for the last 75 minutes. Gently, slowly, begin to find your way back. Start with your fingers and your toes. Move to your hands and your feet. Then allow the awareness to move up and back into the breath, taking a full deep inhale, full deep exhale through the nose. When it feels appropriate, if it feels appropriate, bring your arms up over your head to stretch, lengthen, bones to skin, hands to toes. Then gently draw the knees high into your chest. Give yourself a gentle hug. Find your way back to a seated position with one last time, your hands to prayer. Y'all, thank you ever so much for allowing me to get to practice with your practice. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. And with most gratitude, namaste, and may the blessings be. Oh, you guys.